Hey everybody, it's Greg Beaker with GB Feeds, and if you follow our page, we share a lot about deer. We share a lot about big deer and feeding big deer and growing big deer and all the feeds we manufacture, buck chow, corn candy, all the cool things we try to do for hunters. But we also try to bring a real element of it, share our success stories and our times and trials and tribulations in the field. And that's exactly what Buck Talk is all about. So we try to feature each week a buck of the week, and whether it has a story of, hey, it got away, or we actually harvested that deer, we try to bring you the full circle of what hunting these giant critters is all about. So in this version of Buck Talk, we're going to talk about the 2015 mule deer I shot. And found this deer in late August, out scouting, threw up the spotter and saw this giant in a big open field in kind of a hazy, crazy, dusty night. And all I could see was this giant drop tine, splits, and this 30-inch wide frame. And I knew that was the deer I was going to hunt in 2015. So as I stayed on this deer over the next 2 to 3 weeks, he made the move to Milo like they traditionally do in the early season, but the Milo was really tall. We had a lot of rain in 2015, and that Milo was real tall, and you could just see the top of his, upper, call it neck and head and antlers, and it was very difficult to make a shot with a bow. So I decided for the first time in my life to go and make the purchase of a Kansas muzzleloader tag. Now, what's the risk of that? Well, if you don't kill one in the first 2 weeks of the season with that muzzleloader, you're completely shut down for the back half of September, October, and November, and you get to come back and hunt the early firearms portion in December. Now, the concern is you, as a muzzleloader hunter, you miss out on all the good stuff in Kansas, the rut, October, November, all the cool stuff that I'd been used to hunting, I gave up to go chase this guy with a muzzleloader. Now, I'm 7 days into the season, and I haven't as much seen a sign of this deer. I know he's in this field. He will not stand up in daylight, and I'm sweating bullets. I've got a muzzleloader tag in my hand for the first time in my life, and I'm going, what on earth did I decide to do? So luckily, on the 8th night of season, I'm out there right where I've been for 7 straight days, and the buck finally stands up, and it's 30 minutes before dark. And what's crazy is he's 20 yards off what we call a skip row. And a skip row is where the planter ran out of seed and missed planting that row. What it does is it leaves about a 36-inch wide gap where you can absolutely close the distance and go right down it with no sound and really move pretty quickly. So that's what I did on this buck. Grabbed my muzzleloader, got everything ready, went full steam down that skip row, got within 25 yards of him in probably a matter of 2 or 3 minutes, and got my shooting sticks in position, got up, popped up, head came up, made the shot. And it was really a pretty anticlimactic hunt for the 8th night of season. But what it taught me is on these big giant deer, there's times to be incredibly patient. But there's also times that when they give you an opportunity, you have to go take it. And you have to be aggressive. And you got to take what you get. And you got to make it happen. And that's ultimately what I did. Just shy 200 inches, right at 199 inches on this mule deer. I'm incredibly proud of him. But that would be my takeaway for you out there is know when to be patient. But don't be afraid to get aggressive and go kill one of these giants. Thanks for watching.